They got a flash from Nami jumping back from Lucian doing some damage. There's going to be, this bottom lane is going to be intense. You got a gank coming on top. Nocturne coming in on that Rengar, trying to slow him down. He's got feared. Did he get feared? Yes, he did. He jumps back to get out of the way. He gets ignited too. That's an ignite thrown down on Rengar, and he's still doing just fine. He's going to come right back in lane. He has too much armor for them to deal with.
Yep, he's looking very strong right now, and Nami's doing a pretty good job keeping Draven healthy so he can go out there and pick up some farm. But man, a lot of pressure coming down from Thresh and Lucian right now.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. See, the problem is that Lucian can push towers for so long. Draven has to kind of get that CS going so he can actually become auto attack, damage doom train.
And the great thing about Lucian is that he has two abilities that he can use to poke from a decent range, whereas Draven, most of his harass damage is going to be coming out from Spinning Axe, and he has to get pretty close for that. And just look at that. Thresh gets the pull on Draven. Lucian just laying in a bunch of damage. There goes the exhaust on Draven, but he's going to use Barrier and get out of that sticky situation.
Barrier saved his life there. No joke. That's the only way that he was able to live in there. And Annie versus Morgana. This is a pretty unique lane because Morgana has ability to shield, and so does Annie with her shield, her flame barrier. But the shield can stop that stun if she's smart about when she throws up the black shield from Morgana.
Absolutely.
So, it kind of depends on skill on this one.
Yeah, and
here it is, spell immune.
Right there, exactly. Just blocking that stun for free.
And that's kind of, this is a really, actually, the mid lane is pretty solid. It's the old school standard, Morgana versus Annie. It's such a good lane to watch because you have to have a lot of skill. And almost Thresh picked up that pull again on Draven. Thresh is kind of scaring me a little bit.
Looking like Mad Life down here in this bot lane. His name is Azubu B Lust Boy, so we've got some OGN action coming down here from this bot lane.
Wow. However, that Draven damage from Spinning Axe is so strong.
It's huge. Just chunking every time he goes. But the problem is, he's having a difficulty really getting in there to lay in that damage.
Yeah, he fell behind. He's 6 behind CS, and I'm 6 behind. It doesn't sound like much, but that's only been 5 minutes. So if you do 6 times however many minutes it's going to last, you can end up being quite a few behind if he stays the same.
I agree. And Nami gets her bubble off, but they're both too far away to really capitalize on that. And let's go ahead and take a look at this top lane real quick. Pantheon is starting to get pushed on by Rengar, and I want to talk about resourceless champions versus mana-based champions. I feel like resourceless are dominating mana-based champions because of the gate that mana champions have to deal with. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. That's probably why York used to be really awesome on top lane, but the growing of non-mana resource folks is just too easy. Cooldowns is where it's at, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's astounding.
What happened to Yorick?
Yorick is having a little bit of difficulties. One thing that's kind of keeping him out is those changes to tier. It takes a little longer to really build up that mana, so it's a little harder for him to manage. And other than that, I really can't think of a reason. And Rengar goes in there with his ult on top of Pantheon, and he does end up picking up the kill with the help of Kha'Zix right there. Nocturne coming in a little too late there.
A little bit too late. On bot lane, while that was happening, there was quite a bit of damage. Look at this Lucian. They were under tower for a second. They missed the pull onto Draven, but a bubble went on Lucian, and he was able to knock him aside and lay down 3 axes in a row immediately. And that just brought him down almost to death. If he would have got one more, that would have been it.
And really, that's all Draven needs in this lane. Just apply a lot of damage, and he'll be on his way happily, because at least whenever he takes damage, he has Nami to heal it back up. But unfortunately for Lucian, all he has is that Doran's Blade to heal it back up.
Yes. Back onto the resourceless. Well, not really resourceless, because not every single one of them has no resource. In this case, I mean, Rage, he goes off of Rage, right?
His thing is, yeah, his thing is called Ferocity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I mean, he has a resource, but he uses it to heal himself, and it's just cooldown based. He doesn't have to worry about getting mana, conserving it at all. He just has to keep using as much as possible. He's like he's a ferocity addict.
Exactly. And with how everything started off for this Rengar, he's just going to be looking very strong. He did get that first blood, and he's looking real strong. And I want to point out that he did end up leveling up his Battle Roar first, his W. So that's going to give him a lot of magic damage in that top lane, and it's going to give him a lot more armor and magic resist.
The trick, what I've seen a lot happening with Rengar was not the Battle Roar so much as the Bola Strike. But I think that the difference in this lane is that he's able to be up a little bit closer and do the damage, do the Bola Strike, slow him down, walk away, and not have to worry about it as much. So that's why he did Battle Roar first.
Exactly. So against another melee champion, it's pretty easy for him to go with Battle Roar because he just goes in there, lays in his damage, and it's very difficult for other melee champions to contest that damage because of his increased resistances from Battle Roar.
Roar. I like listening to him because he's so like he's just angry, but also sounds like a cat at the same time.
He's a big cat.
Oh, we got a ping down a bottom lane. They're calling for people that are missing. And then...
Oh. And Nocturne going in on top of Rengar, but he's just going to ult away from that one. Easy solution to a small problem.
Yep. It's too bad, though, because I think they would have been able to do plenty of damage to him. Bot lane's going to have to either... I tell you, I think that Nocturne's going to have to sit on top of Rengar. Here it is. He goes in, throws down the fear, but he flashes out, so now I don't have to worry about it. He's being followed through the bushes, and Pantheon's not going to follow him.
Yeah,
now,
looks like it's...
Oh. They're just going to keep on chasing. It looks like he's going to go back in, maybe. He's just going to stay in lane because he can sustain right back out of it with that double Battle Roar.
And that was a really good rotation by Team 510 there. They knew that Nocturne was in the top lane, so they all rotated and ended up taking that dragon. So that's going to extend their gold lead to about 3k now.
Yeah, 3k, not too bad.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby, mate.
And man, pressure coming down from Rengar in the top lane. Check out Pantheon's health. He is going to be forced to back now.
Here we go, we got another on the bottom lane. We got pulled in by Thresh. He throws down his Pandora's box, which we got exhausted and the barrier gone up. Flash also. Double kill for the Lucian. That was a great play. I thought Lucian was going to take one more tower hit there. He was lucky he was just right out of range. Looks like the top tower went down as well because Pantheon had to go back. The pressure right now from Team 510 is amazing. It's very astounding on Potato Division 6.
And check out all the wards they have in the bot lane. They've got a lot of map control coming out. They have the map control for Dragon, and they've got some pretty nicely placed wards to keep an eye on Nocturne. And that's pretty important because Nocturne's ult allows him to come in from a pretty far distance. They're really doing a great job of fixing that.
That's right. Now, we're looking at right now Team 510 having 4 kills on top of Potato Division 6. The only thing that we need to do here, if Potato Division 6 wants to push forward, is they really need to get those lanes pushed back out just a little bit, play their lanes, defend, watch a pick, get a kill, and then push a lane down to get a tower so they get their gold back. If not, there's a few other ways, but that's the way that I think would be the easiest.
I agree. That would be their best bet at this point. Having vision and map control is always the best way to come back into the game. And Thresh and bot lane gets the pull on Nami, and Lucian dives in there, laying a bunch of damage down on Nami. There goes the piercing light, and Nami's just going to float away from this one.
Just very lucky. I thought that they would really be focusing on Nami hard, but they stopped and they switched transfer back over damage to Draven, which isn't a bad idea so that they can force them to leave lane. But still, they probably could have got a kill on Nami and then backed off and still pushed lane just fine.
Yeah, and with Lucian's first back, he was able to go ahead and pick up that Bloodthirster. So he's got a significant damage and sustain on top of Draven. And now in mid lane, Andy's getting dived on. There's Rengar, and he's going to end up picking up the kill.
Yep, he was full life, and looks like they're going to go ahead and push this tower down. And they're going to go ahead and press it even further. They got minions right behind them. There's Paranoia. So Paranoia's going to go on bot lane. Down on top of Lucian. Lucian's going to go down. Thresh is still alive. He has a little bit of a shield from his lantern, but that's not enough. He's going to push back into their own jungle, or to the enemy's team jungle. We'll talk about that in just a little bit about Pantheon going down, but Thresh is going to go down to Nocturne. Go ahead and go in middle lane.
Oh man, and yeah, Pantheon tried going to mid lane to fix that, to save that tower, but they were able to just put a lot of pressure on him and took him down along with that second tier mid tower. So that's going to open a lot of map control for Team 510 right now. They're looking very strong with a 6k gold lead.
Yep, 6k. Now, see, now that's a little bit stronger than it was before. This is 14 minutes in, 2-6, and the towers are down heavily. Team 510 is doing a really good job pushing down all of these objectives, getting a lot of global gold, which is where the primary focus of the game can be. This is very C9 of them. However, they didn't lose first blood, so...
Right? But yeah, this Rengar is looking very strong. He is going that tanky Rengar build that we mentioned earlier. He does have that Sunfire first, so he's just going to be laying in a lot of magic damage with Battle Roar. And if he gets, so what he can do is do the double Battle Roar with the help of his Ferocity, and he's just going to hug people with that Sunfire damage.
It looks like what now we're needing to shift. It was going to be push lanes back. Now it's defend. Be careful. Talk about what's going to happen here. It looks like people have been picked off. They've also had really good three people lane in the mid, and then 2 on bottom to try putting pressure. Even though they lost 2 people one time to a 3 gank, they lost, or whatever, Potato Division 6 lost a tower and a person, which is more gold in the long run. So they're making larger choices for gold gain. I'm missing my words here. On the top lane we have Pantheon getting attacked. Go ahead and pick that up.
And there it is. Rengar's just doing a lot of damage, and there's all that damage that we mentioned earlier just going down on Pantheon, and Rengar picks up the kill. Pretty impressive play right there, and he's going to be able to push this lane, and with his Battle Roar and Sunfire Caves, he's going to be able to clear this very fast. Check that out. Jeez. And now he's approaching that second tier top tower. And now it looks like Team 510 is going to go ahead and start roaming bot. Morgana is going to be spotted at Dragon because of that ward.
Yeah,
so
well, they're trying to hold Dragon, a little bit of a Dragon dance, because there's 5 seconds before it comes up. So the Team 510 knows that it's coming up, and they're waiting for it. They already had call. There is a ward inside Dragon, which I'm highlighting right now. They have 4 there, though, so they're safe to get this down as soon as possible. Bam, Dragon. Look, they tried to...
Those Draven axes just coming at you fast. Whirling Death wasn't able to pick that up, though. He was a little late. Oh, and team fight in the jungle.
There it is. Coming down here, we already dropped down Thresh, and then it looks like Mecha Kha'Zix is going to go down, and then everybody's coming in the second time here. Tibbers gets thrown down, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage to get stuck by Morgana. And then Lucian's going to get taken down by Nocturne as they chase Morgana back into the river. And they're going to try to go speed up and see what happens, but they let her go the sight of Rengar. Then Rengar splits, and they're all going to back off now.
That was a pretty good fight for Potato Division 6 right there.
It was good. The reason why I think that it came through is because they were able to quickly turn around and know where to actually rotate. It was a strange fight in that it was kind of drawn out over people joining the team fight over time. Yeah,
and that's exactly what you mentioned earlier. That's what they're going to need to get back into this. Those little picks that they can pick up and really help that vision that helped them spot Team 510 is what came into play there.
Yes. I don't like watching her go back. I'm not gonna watch her go B anymore. It's too unsettling. I don't like it. And look at this. I'm going to go back to Rengar because his ability to wave clear is kind of outrageous.
Yeah, he doesn't need damage. Yeah, the only damage he has right now is his bone tooth necklace, and that only has 1 stack on it. Really, all his damage is coming from his base damages and that Sunfire Cape, and he's just looking very strong right now. And there it is, the Spirit Visage for Rengar, going all out tank mode. That's going to help him heal even more when he has his Battle Roar Ferocity.
He's gonna heal, and then he's gonna heal again. And it's really strong, especially when he
all the heals.
Yeah, heal all day. Then the Bone Tooth Necklace, he's gonna be just fine because he don't have to worry about dying because he's more tanky. It looks like we have 4 on bot lane, pushing in on 3 because Nocturne is coming around. No, not 4 now because Nocturne's coming around. This might be a fight here. That's a lot of damage. Morgana does so much damage. Rengar's rotating around, so if they decide to push in on this, Rengar can come around pretty easily. And Pantheon does have his ultimate, so he would be able to come in on this fight, for the Grand Skyfall. Now, this fight is important in a major way. They have 5v5 in this fight right now. If they actually fight it and they lose, this is going to push into the inhibitor, because they have minions that are not too far behind him. If they win, then TK, not TK, but Potato Division 6. Woo, Potato Division 6 will be able to push in and get at least a tower, and they need that, and they're going to push in now. Nocturne, go ahead, and Paranoia is in. We got a wave coming in also. Lucian drops down quickly. Looks like Thresh is going to put down his box, but he is in the jungle of death. Morgana and Kha'Zix going to back off. Thresh might be able to juke this out. Maybe.
Oh, Thresh just running away! Oh man, and they're gonna end up letting him off the hook right there. He's just happily strolling through the jungle right there.
Now, that was only 1. They dropped out. Everybody backed off from that fight the best they could. Even though they might have been able to win it, it would have been maybe 2 kills on top, and that really wouldn't have been what they needed. They need to be able to push. So that is Team 510's name of the game right now, is push. Otherwise, they're going to get stepped on.
Yeah, and looks like that Potato Division 6 is going to go ahead and push this mid tower, and that's... Oh! Draven gets locked up by Morgana, and there goes the berry. Morgana ends up dropping before she can get her Zhonya's out, and Nocturne's going to follow right with them, and Kha'Zix just with the resets going on top of Annie. That's a double kill for Kha'Zix.
All over the place. Just... What is his name? Doctor. Zoidberg. He's just going Zoidberg all over him. I love Kha'Zix. Yep. Look at that Rengar. He's pretty strong. It's kind of ridiculous. So Rengar top. Wow, they're going for Baron right now. 21 minutes in, going for Baron.
That's pretty awesome, but they do have the damage to back it up with Rengar's base damages, Kha'Zix, Lucian slamming away at it. This is going to be a pretty short-lived Baron in my opinion. Kha'Zix needs to get out of there.
Kha'Zix might die.
If Baron does a large attack. Oh, nope. He made it out alive.
He got it out of there, yeah.
That would have been awesome, though.
He did get out of there. At the same time, though, I'm playing with my sword again. At the same time, they were able to take Baron. The minions were able to push out. That's why they had to back off from there. You see Draven pushing it out, as well as Pantheon pushing out those minions from the towers. There was nothing that Potato Division 6 would have been able to do to really defend against that.
I agree.
Sadly.
And now the gold lead has been extended to 9K in favor of Team 510. They're looking really good right now.
Yep. Even though it's 10K, almost 10K, 9K. We've already seen that if the team fight goes in the way of Potato Division 6 just a little bit, they can do really well and get that team fight. They have potential.
Yeah, definitely. And with the last few changes that were made in the preseason patch to inhibitors, you know, even if an inhibitor goes down now, that doesn't mean it's game. The comeback factor of these matches is very prevalent nowadays because of those few changes.
So, just to highlight that real quick, top tower is going to go down, but I'm going to highlight this just in case somebody doesn't know. If the inhibitor goes down, it used to be all the minions got stronger. Now it's only that lane gets stronger for the minions. So we have now Nami pulling up this Rengar. Rengar is just walking in like he doesn't care because he put his hands in the air. All right. And it looks like Nocturne's going to try to take this bottom tower. Possibly. No, there's too much pressure in the base. So he's going to go ahead and go back.
Yeah, and now Nocturne is going to go ahead and go back from bot lane. Purple team going in. There's a Nami wave to stop them. And he ends up going down. And a lot of damage coming out. Pantheon takes out Morgana. A Nocturne ults in there. But wow! Rengar with a double kill on Nami. And he is just cleaning up, waving his hands in the air like he don't care. And now they're turning on Nocturne right now.
Quadra kill. Do it. Ding.
Can they? Oh, there it is.
Rengar got that Quadra. And the ace, that's team 510, almost a penta, except for the tower decided to take out one of them. Looked like. Yeah. Tower took out Kazakh's midair.
Look at this. Even if after that fight, Rengar looks like he's been unscathed. He's sitting at full health, and now they're just pushing away, and they're going to go ahead and pick up this inhibitor. Can they? Are they going to stay for it? No, they're not. And Thresh goes in there! Oh, no! And he's going to... Can he get out of there? Oh, Pantheon ends up picking up the kill, and now they're going to go ahead and chase on Rengar, and he's going to happily trot away, it looks like. Yep, there it is. Oh, Pantheon stuns him.
Almost got the bubble. He's hurting Pantheon just by being near him at this point because of that Sunfire Cave. Just going to keep on chasing. He ulted so he can get away and jumps on Annie and just... And decides to leave. Annie just... almost made a mess. Pantheon gonna ult on top of Rengar. Bam, stun. Jump on top of him. They're really trying to chase this Rengar so hard right now.
Oh my goodness. Look how tanky that Rengar is. They chased him around for so long, but with the help of Baron and Battle Roar, it looks like he didn't take any damage at all.
Also, gotta talk about that Spirit Visage.
Yeah, absolutely.
20%. That's a lot when let's look at him real quick. I kind of want to see how much he's pulling in now with his additions.
A lot.
Battle Roar. Yeah, he's pulling in 170 health plus 20%, which is it's not a ton. I mean, it's only like 40.
And he's actually gaining 360 health from the Ferocity Battle Roar. So that's massive. That's a massive amount of health right there.
Yeah, whenever he actually gets to pull off the Ferocity, Ferocity passive. Annie is way too happy in this match. Look at how happy she is when she walks. I'm happy, I'm happy.
Just, you know, casually warding up the jungle. She's got Tibbers to protect her, so I wouldn't be scared either if I had a fiery bear.
Let's look at these builds. We do have Draven that was behind, or still is behind, with the Bloodthirster. But then at the same side, look at what Lucian has. A Trinity Force and a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, he's going to be pegging people really, really hard when he gets a chance. And it looks like that he's going to be picking up his last Whisper next to do even more damage. And there's a Draven ult to get them off of that second tier bot tower. And here's a fight.
Here we go. Let's see what happens here. They did decide to go in, but they're trying to focus on top of Rengar. Rengar can't do anything, but Morgana's going to flash in and die. Immediately she just got popped. Pantheon's going to try to flash out and get away from that, but Draven looking like he wants to attack some folks. And here comes the Rengar. Comes in, gets that kill on top of Pantheon because Pantheon was staying still.
Jeez.
Gets the jump on top of Nocturne again from the bush.
Wow.
Rengar is playing super strong right now. Goes into the base to try to take out this inhibitor as soon as possible, and they're also going to push in this bottom turret.
That that was some incredible gameplay right there by Anda on Rengar. He was abusing the power of that small little bush that they fought next to with that tower, and he was just going in and out of the fight like a boss. And so that's going to be 2 inhibitors for Team 510, and we see the pings going down on the bot portion of the map, so it looks like they're going to go for that 3 inhibitor breakdown.
Yeah, there it is. Get all 3 of them down, and then you're able to, if you can't win it, at least you can back off, take all of the jungle, buy, come back, and win them. That's the name of the game after you get that triple. Looks like Pantheon's going to come in, and is he going to be able to do anything? Except we have Annie, and Morgana picks him up. He gets taken down from the culling. He's about to die. He dies, takes it out. That's 4v4 right here coming up. The 5th Kha'Zix is just way away right now, but Rengar just keeps on attacking, takes out this Annie. He is so strong right now. Wow,
man.
Made that pressure. Now this is the time that they can go ahead and finish it. This was that turnaround. It's called the turn and burn method. Is just too strong in this case. They decided to go in to try to see what they could do.
Whoa!
Kha'Zix jumps out. Rengar jumps out.
It looks so intense when both of them jump at the same time.
Yes, yes, it's pretty intense.
And yeah, Team 510 extending their gold lead to 17k now. They've got all 3 inhibitors down. That means 2 face smashes will be coming down each lane. And I don't know. Things are looking really, really, really bleak for Potato Division 6 right now.
Yep. They're getting this Baron. Looks like it's the 2nd Baron. And that's going to secure another 1,000 total, or real close to it. And that's good for them. You know, they're going to be able to push even further, and Rengar can just have every HP 5 ever in the planet. How many stacks does he have on his Bone Tooth now? Does he max it out?
His Bone Tooth necklace is currently sitting at 12.
12, yeah, almost a 14 there. Man, that 14.
Yeah.
Ooh. You max out Bone Tooth necklace? Oh wow, and he just picked up a Trinity Force.
Yeah.
Just happened to see. Now there's going to be damage involved in this crazy fight.
He's going to be terrifying to deal with. Look, he's already 12-0-4 with his KDR. He's doing such a great job performing this round. Going tank on Rengar is very, very effective, as seen here today.
Yes. So now they decide to take Dragon just to make sure there can't be any gold comeback. They're most likely going to pick up everything that's in the jungle in their way. They're going to push in here because they still have a few minutes until the next inhibitor comes in. That's it. You have face smashes coming from every angle you have to defend. This last fight is going to choose the fate of everything. Here comes Rengar immediately coming in, attacking on Nami and just destroying her, turning her into sushi sauce.
Oh man!
Annie is in trouble by herself on the Nexus. Gets taken down by Lucian and Rengar like a boss. Panther comes in and tries something. Nocturne comes in and fears all over Thresh, but does Thresh go down? Yes, he does. Thresh goes down finally. That's 1. 2 goes down. Lucian goes down by the Pantheon as well. And Kha'Zix isn't even there. Quadra kill, the 2nd quadra kill, even though that was unofficial for the first one. But this is going to be it. Right here. Good games are called.
Whoo! That is game right there for Team 510.
Very, very intense game by 510. Really enjoyable.
I have never seen a cat flex his muscles harder than that.
No kidding.
Rengar, ending up 16-0-5 on Rengar. Incredible gameplay right there from him.
Yes, good stuff. It was nice. There we go. Coming a little blurry, but I can see you. So
I'm a blurry person. It happens.
yeah, it's all right. So yeah, man, that game, whoa, was it intense? I love that. You know, to me, Kha'Zix and Rengar are so fun to cast because you're just able to. It's exciting to watch them jump all at the same time and just there they go jumping all. I love it. It makes me so happy and I get pumped up.
Yeah, exactly. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. You got a giant jumping at you, and then this ugly purple bug flying in at you at the same time. It's terrifying. I would want them to slay me as fast as possible because I just wouldn't want to live with that.
I have to agree with you. I don't know. It seems like I would want to say if it was real life and it was a massive cat that could talk attacking me and also a massive bug that was jumping on me, or how about this? How about the Mecha Kazakhs if it was a robot bug jumping on me? I would rather have it on me because robot bugs scare me. I met one once. Okay, they freaked me out.
See, at least with robots, you can disable them with EMP. With a cat, you just have to fight it. You gotta duke it out with the cat.
Just you look at it and you don't run away.
And Rengar roars so loudly that it hurts everything around him. I don't want to be there for that. I don't want my body ravaged by the sound of his roar.
I don't really want any of that. I don't want any cat ravage me in any possible way.
Exactly. Hey Dean, and yeah, you can share as heck at us on League. Go ahead and send me a friend request and I'll probably accept it. I accept all my friend requests.
My name on League is Rhetoric as well, so you can get me on there. I'm not going to be on there right now, but because I'm casting. I'm not playing games right now. I'm in serious mode. Serious dance mode. That's it. I'm putting on music. Sticking with Christmas or screaming metal?
Screaming metal? Does metal scream?
Yep. Do 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 do. Alright guys, we're going to take just a few minutes so we can set everything up, make everything all happy, and then we'll be right back. Have fun listening to the music.
We'll be right back. Thanks a lot for your patience, guys.